You get all three of them. They're done in metal. So you get the small, the medium, and the large. So the small will be 6.5 inches tall, the medium will be 8.5 inches tall, and the large will be 10.25 inch tall. You can plant in them if you'd like to, because they do have drainage holes, and they're all coming home for $22 a month on Easy Pay. So you get the small, or the large rather, you get the medium, and then you get the small. All your little puppies, M99852. This is such a cute idea.
Isn't this adorable?
What Plow and Hearth does best is give you like that vintage look and feel, but you don't have to hunt it down at the vintage store.
That's right. So all three of them, we decided to not just give you something that was boring, which would be maybe just like this. In the galvanized steel or metal, so you can, and it has that wonderful rustic look. So when you get this at home, it'll look like, man, has that been sitting outside for a while? We intended it to be that way, to give you that really nice rustic look. And then we put these cute little faces with the ears that are on the very side that just give it personality. It gives it something a little bit extra, with a little nose that kind of sticks out there too. And Spot the dog, I don't know why, I just, want to call that Spot the dog.
Right.
With a cute little mouth that's on there. Each one is going to be a different size, as you were saying. So what is that, about 10.5?
So the large is 10.25 by 9.75 by 8.5 inches, and it'll fit up to a 9.5 inch pot.
Okay, and then we go about 8.5 that you can see there.
And that'll fit up to a 7.5 inch pot if you want to put a pot in there.
Just a pot directly into it. And then we have a, what is that, 5.5?
6.5.
6.5.
And it'll fit up to a 5.75 inch pot.
Okay, and so while I'm on this one, you can see there's a stopper that's in the very bottom of it. And that's so that if you do want to use this inside, you can, and just keep that plug in there. But if you don't, take it out and you want to use these outside, all you're going to do is just pull that plug out, and then you can use it outside. That way, if it's raining, your potted plants won't sit in a bunch of rain, and then it'll kill the roots of the plants. So you do want to give it some oxygen that's in there. But absolutely adorable, and they do take on their own little personality when you put the plants on the inside of them. This one is just like, hey, I don't know.
It kind of looks like a chia pet to me.
Kind of does look like a chia pet.
I wanted a chia pet so bad.
Did you? Me too.
I did. I never got one. And I don't have much of a green thumb, so maybe the universe was like, you don't need a chia pet. Just enjoy them from afar.
You know what I did get? I did get those, with those brine shrimp. What do they call them? Those ones that were like in the little kit.
I forgot about those.
Sea monkeys.
Yes.
Oh my God, spilled them all over the living room floor. My mother just about died. She was like, no, never again.
You're done.
Those creatures are in the carpet. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I'm sure there are a lot of people that are out there going, yeah, happened to me.
Your mom was like, yep, and that is the end of your sea monkey career.
That is it. But this looks so cute, either going up the stairs, or you can have them as a little trio. Maybe you have 3 kids or 3 grandchildren, and this just absolutely, can be named after each one of the kids. But different flowers, if you want to put them in there, if you want to do faux, you could certainly do that as well, because that's, easy.
And it just kind of like dresses up your faux plants.
It sure does.
And if you do maybe have grandchildren, maybe this is like their first little plant, so they get the small one and you take care of the medium and the large, and every time they come over, you're taking care of your plants together, and they get to watch them grow. You get all three of them for that $22 Easy Pay, M99852. Give us a call to place your order, 800-500-7590, and then just make sure that you complete that purchase so we can send them on their way to you. And the great thing is that with all 3 of them, you can put them all together.
Yes.
But if you did want to separate them, if you are thinking of maybe like some little gifts, you could split them up and use them as gifts. And because of the Plow and Hearth quality, you leave them out and you don't have to worry about them at all.
That's right. And they have that rustic look to them, which is all on trend. It's like an antique-y kind of finish to it. But the faces, you're not going to see that anywhere else. They're just so cleverly done, just wonderfully done. And that's, you need a little bit of personality in your garden outdoor decor, because it's what defines your house to making it into a home. It's something very different. It gives you personality, whimsy, and it just says, like, I'm not all that serious. I may be, you know, at work, and I may have to follow all the rules.
Right.
But you know, I can have a lot of fun when I'm decorating with my outdoor decor. And you know, this is neat. It's nice, and it does give you everything that you would need. To give it a little bit of personality.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like what fashion does for us. Like you get
sure
dressed and you
is.
think about like, what do I want to say
Yep.
to the world today? Because that's how you're introduced before you even say a
That's
word.
right.
When someone's just walking past your home or visiting for the first time, this is your statement before you even open the door.
It
They're
is.
like, oh, wait a minute. Maybe you're an animal lover, or maybe you just kind of are like, I like to be a little lighthearted and have a little bit of fun. I love to garden. That's what it also says when you get to see those beautiful flowers in there as well. And when you think about the quality and the value we're able to bring you with Plow and Hearth, so you get all three of
All
them.
three.
$22 easy pay. And by the way, if you don't have a QVC credit card and you sign up today and this becomes your very first purchase, you get to take $20 off that first purchase. So now you're at $46 to bring home all three planters. M99852, small, medium, and large. You can plant directly in them, and they do have that drainage hole. So
They do.
indoor or outdoor. And I think because you get three of them, maybe you want to put like a couple inside and one outside, or vice versa,
Oh,
and then you like have
could.
that theme going through.
You have that complete theme that you wanted to do, for sure. I mean, great gift too. If you're looking at this for something for somebody that's watching your pets,
Oh, that would be nice.
maybe a neighbor that loves to garden and they're watching
Yeah.
your pets this summer. What a great gift to be able to put a nice plant in this. You have three of them, so maybe you can go away 3 times, right?
Right.
And each one you get to the bigger one at the end of the summer. Thanks.
Oh, that's a really nice idea.
And they have no idea they're going to have a matching set of 3.
M99852, they're going to be like, they just keep coming.
They just keep coming. This is
yeah.
great.
So we shot for our bird feeder earlier in the show, and it was